Hello, welcome to Yoga by Laura Nicole. I'm Laura, and today I have for you what I initially thought was just a morning routine, but then I looked at it and I thought about it some more, and I was like, you know what? If you're sitting at a desk and you're starting to feel a little shrunken in and your hips are feeling a bit tight, this is a nice, short, 20-minute routine that will get your body sort of feeling a little more balanced again. So let's drop into it. Go ahead and find a comfortable seated position, and we'll do a brief meditation together. So begin to close your eyes, maybe move around a little bit. Notice your sit bones, and notice your breath. Begin to find a bit of stillness, putting equal weight in both sit bones. And let's take a deep inhale in through the nose together. Open the mouth, sigh it out. In through the nose, let the breath go all the way to the low belly. Out through the mouth. One more big inhale. See if you can get really tall. And then exhale it out. Let your legs get nice and heavy. Let the breath pour back in gently. And then just naturally fall back out. Great. Bring your attention to your sit bones once again. And see if you can align your heart over your sit bones or pelvis. And your head above your heart. Just to feel some nice stacked alignment. Great. Notice your front body, your face, your heart, your belly, and your legs. Let that all get very soft. And notice your back body, the back of your head, the back of your neck, your shoulders, your hips, and see if you can get a little taller. Beautiful. So soft front, strong back here. Nice and perfectly balanced. We'll bring our attention now to our hands. Notice any physical sensations, any pressure, temperature, tingling. And on your next inhale, bring those hands up and overhead. Head over heart, heart over pelvis still here. Feel that beautiful balance. And on your next exhale, go ahead and fold forward gently over your legs. Don't worry about what shape you're making. It's just a little reverent bow to yourself for showing up for yourself today. Great. On your next inhale, walk your hands back up to your knees and blink your eyes open. Welcome back. So we'll begin standing. We'll stand. We'll bring our feet about hip width distance apart here. Feet facing forward. And we'll bring our hands up above our heads. Let's interlace those fingertips and flip the palms. Great. And we'll just begin to sway a bit. Following your breath, exhaling, inhaling, bending the knees a little, so move and groove with it. And up to your own discretion, you can move your feet out wider. So just sort of open up that side body. Great. And the more you press up and out with your hands, the more of a stretch you'll get in the side body. Great. Get funky with it. I mean, it's a video. Nobody can see you. So I'm the only one looking crazy here. Great. So go ahead and begin reaching out a little bit more. So from the side, it'll kind of look like this. And you might even feel it all the way in your hips. You can accentuate that knee bend as much as you want. Great. And then start reaching towards the floor. Let the hands sort of dangle here. Great. Release the fingers and just trace the floor. Still bending one knee and the other. Great. And let's pause in the center. Re-engage your feet. So maybe pick your toes up and place them back down. Great. And we'll interlace our fingertips again, but let's leave our pointer fingers out, kind of like a Charlie's Angels thing. Great. And begin to flatten your back a little. Biceps are by the ears. Great. And let's, using the core, nice flat back, bring the arms all the way up. Beautiful. You can let those shoulders sort of sink down and heel toe the feet a bit closer. Great. And we'll begin talking side to side. So exhale as you talk towards the left. Inhale up. Exhale towards the right. Inhale up. So nice tall spine. Shoulders are sunk down, but the spine's tall before you bend over. Great. You can follow your own breath here. Great. One more round. Hi, kitty. Great. So we'll bring the hands up. Take a big inhale. And exhale, let's release them, throw them down. Inhale up. We'll do 3. Exhale down. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale. Sorry, kitty. All the way up. Beautiful. You can roll the wrists around if that feels good. So we'll interlace the fingertips, do the pointer finger one more time here. And let's bring that right foot, or the left foot behind the right here. Great. And we will lean the hands towards the right. So you're sort of pulling that left hand with the right hand. Armpits are facing forward. Great. Now, while you're like this, while we're here, you can spread the feet out if you need more balance. It doesn't matter, but you can begin sort of swaying forwards and backwards. Beautiful. So we'll do a couple rounds of that. Make sure you're breathing. Holding your breath will not be helpful. Great. Now let's bring the arms up. Bring the feet out hip-width distance apart. And let's throw down. Inhale up. We'll do 3. Exhale. Inhale up. And one more. Inhale up. Great. Interlace the fingers. We'll do the other side. So right leg behind left. Hello. And then we'll lean towards the left. Great. Notice my hips are moving towards the right there. And feel free to sort of explore what's going on in your hips, what's going on in your arms, what's going on. Beautiful. Great, and let's bring it back up. Bring the feet out hip-width distance apart, and let's throw down. Bring it up. Throw down. Bring it up. One more time. And bring it up. Great. Feet about hip-width distance apart. I'm having a tough time with that. Let's bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingertips. Now that's not accessible for everyone, so you can use a strap if you want to. You can grab elbows, and some people like to even do reverse prayer. My caution is to not let the rib cage and booty flare out. keep everything tucked for a gentle engagement of the core. Notice my stacking here. So that's going to be a little bit better. But we'll bring the hips about, feet about hip width, I did it again, and just begin to broaden at the collarbones. Great. Find your breath, and on an inhale, bring that chin up to the sky. Let the mouth open, and let the chin sort of make a semicircle from one shoulder to the other. Great. Let's come back to the center. And we'll begin to unhinge from the hips, nice flat back here, and bring the fist towards the sky. Let the head drop. Let the neck get really long here. Take a few really nice deep breaths. Great. Don't forget about your feet. Equal engagement of all four corners of both feet. Wonderful. Let's release the hands to the ground. You can circle the wrists if that feels nice. And we'll place the hands down. Great. So let's let the toes face at a 45-degree angle away from the center. And we're going to squat down between the heels. Ta-da! Great. Go ahead and grow tall. So you'll want to feel the back of your neck getting a little longer. So as tempting as it is to have your chin up, think about pressing your chin back and kind of gently, very minutely tucking your chin. So you're sort of making the back of your neck super long. Great. So notice, you may notice I close my eyes here. I'm checking in with my feet, because if my feet are strong, if I have equal engagement of my toes and my heels, then my pelvis can relax, my booty can relax, my legs can relax. So strong feet, let everything else open. Great. So while we're here, let's begin to extend that right arm long, like this, so the palm's facing backwards. Inhale, bring the left arm up. Great. And maybe this is as far as you can go today. If you're pressing against this, you'll get a nice shoulder opener, or maybe you can interlace the fingers behind the back. A strap will also work great here. Great. Now notice the weight of your feet. See if you can put equal weight in both feet or get close. Are you breathing? Please breathe. Great. On your next inhale, let's go ahead and bring the arms back up. Exhale it back, closed. Great. And if this is a long squatting position for you, you can bring your hips up and down a couple times and then go into the other side. So back to the center here. Great. Nice and tall. We'll begin to extend the left arm now. Great. Inhale, bring the right arm towards the ceiling. Hello. And then exhale, bind it all up. Great. Equal weight in both feet here. Nice shoulder opener. Nice hip opener. Great. Let's inhale, bring the arms back out. And exhale, back to center. Great. You can go ahead and sit on the ground now. And after all that movement, go ahead and place your hands behind you and just let your knees flip-flop back and forth. Wonderful. Great. So begin to move your heels a little further apart from each other. And we're going to go knee to heel about. And I'm making sort of right angles. So full rotation here. If your knee doesn't touch the ground, nothing's going to burst into flames. Just do this sort of general movement. You're doing fine. Great. And let's go ahead and let the knees flop all the way over to the right. Wonderful. So this outside leg may want to engage. See if you can mindfully give it permission to stop trying so hard. Great. Now, and for some of us, you're going to be a little further back. Some are going to be a little further forward. So find your sweet spot here. Beautiful. You can massage the top or whatever parts of this leg that you feel are engaging. It's a good opportunity for some self-love there. But mainly, you want the legs to not do anything here. It's the hardest part. Great. Find your breath. And on an inhale, bring those knees up. Wonderful. You can move your wrists around if that was hard on your hands. And when you're ready, exhale, let the knees flop to the left side. Beautiful. And same dealio here. Notice where your legs are touching the ground, and maybe those can get a little softer and less resistant. So allow the hips to disengage, the thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles. Keep breathing. Wonderful. Let's bring those knees up. If you need to do a couple more of these, go ahead. Once again, it's a video, so you can pause whenever you want. Great. And let's go ahead and bring the left foot in. Right leg is out long. Perfect. And we'll begin to tickle the floor between, I think it's right past the knee and the foot. So just sort of tickle the floor here. The trick is to keep your sit bones on the ground. So if a sit bone picks up, you've gone too far. So tickle the floor. And let's find a spot in the center where you can just pause. Kitty says pause. So as you're pausing, see if your feet are relaxed, your calves, your knees, the front and backs of your knees, your thighs and hamstrings, your booty. And you can pause this part and hold this for as long as you want, but we are keeping this to a 20-ish minute situation here. So begin to find a little movement again. Whee! Wonderful. And we will turn our torsos towards the left leg. Grab with the right hand. Bring that left hand up and over. Make sure that right shoulder's peeling down. Beautiful. Maybe you'll look up towards the ceiling. So it's not how far over you go. It's how much of a real stretch and strengthening situation you can get from this posture. Great. Find your breath. Big inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward over the extended leg. Once again, both sit bones are secured. Maybe if you are self-adjusting, see if both armpits are facing the ground. So your torso may want to turn towards the left or right. See if you can square your shoulders with the ground. Wonderful. Anchor those sit bones, release the hands, and roll up like a zombie. Yes, we did it. And now fancy move here. Place your hands behind you and shoop, opposite side. Great. Anchor both sit bones. And you can tickle the floor. Same dealio. If a sit bone picks up, you have gone too far. Wonderful. Find your place in the center and sort of have a little chill out here. Notice if your feet are relaxed, calves, knees, thighs, hamstrings. Great, find a little movement again. Sweeping the floor, maybe pretending it's water or sand. And we'll turn our torsos towards that right knee. Grab it with the left hand and bring the right hand up and over. Letting that left shoulder peel down, so broadening through the collarbones basically. Wonderful. Make sure you're breathing. Great, and on an exhale, go ahead and fold forward over the extended leg. Make sure both sit bones are still, nice and anchored. And the armpits are facing the ground equally. Great, release your hands. Peel up like a zombie. Yeah. Beautiful. We'll lay on our backs and grab our knees to our chest. Wonderful. Nice little counterbalance there. So you can move your knees around at this point. Go ahead and place your feet on the ground. We're going to make a diamond shape with our hands and place it right under our sacrum. The sacrum's a little bundle of bones right above the tail, right above the butt crack. So go ahead and do that. Oh, I'm so weird. Great. And you'll go ahead and come onto your elbows. Great. The cat just licked my toe. So we'll bring our chest towards the sky. So you're pushing away from the mat with your elbows. Bring your chest towards the sky. Let your head drop back. Let your mouth open. You can straighten your legs if you want to, if it feels good, or you can keep your knees up. Totally up to you. Great. Let's slowly inhale. Begin to bring your head back up. Take a swallow if you need to. Sometimes that can be a little intense. And we're going to lay on our backs for a brief Shavasana. So go ahead and take up some space if you want to. And let's take a few breaths. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. One more big inhale. And just let the breath fall out as your whole body descends into absolute comfort and softness. Now you're welcome to stay in your Shavasana as long as you want, or carry on with your day. Either way, thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.